Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and today we're back with weekly update number 156. Let's jump right into it with week in review. So we talk about what's been going on with the warehouse, things that are coming up, stuff like that. And first off, I guess the biggest thing has just been it's been interesting continuing on. So now we're at like 2 weeks and change from when the baby was born. I'm still struggling to get in full time. I think next week I should be in most, if not all of the week, which would be good. Things are going pretty well at home. Here at the warehouse, though, we are a little short-staffed because of, one, me being out and Chad being out on vacation, his honeymoon and all that stuff. So Alex has been holding down the fort in the warehouse by himself and doing a great job, by the way. Ethan's helping him pick and stuff a few of the days this week, and that's allowing us to not fall totally behind. But under normal circumstances, on say a Monday, we're usually able to run potentially 2 packing stations for most of the day at least, and we've been unable to do that. Couple that with the inventory reduction sale ending over the weekend and kind of orders picking up as people trying to get their orders in for that sale before it ended, kind of resulted in an uptick in volume there. So we're not too far behind. I think as of this morning, we're like, probably a couple days worth of packing away from being caught up. We should have all of the orders placed through Thursday, probably packed by the end of Friday. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I guess it depends on how busy today is, and which means Monday we should be shipping out Friday orders. So not super far behind, but further behind than we'd like. We always want to be trying to ship orders at least placed in the morning today in an ideal world. Easier said than done, and knowing that Alex is going on vacation as soon as Chad gets back, we want to try to dig ourselves out as much as we can and be as close to caught up as we can when that happens, because Chad's only in a few days a week anyway, and that's going to make it a little bit harder to stay caught up. So I guess I've got a week of packing a lot myself kind of in the cards, I think. What else is new? We also published earlier this week a Gunpla news video, talked about the new product announcements and announced releases from Bandai, including the MG, Narrative Verka, and a ton of high-grade kits from both Seed and Build Metaverse. So if you're interested, go check that out and get all the details and scoop on the new Q1 beginning of next year releases from Bandai. And then I guess finally the one other thing is we are running a sale this weekend, a little bit smaller of a sale than say the inventory reduction sale to hopefully not slam the warehouse too bad. And that's going to be Hexagear 15 for 15% off in-stock Hexagear kits until midnight on Sunday. I'm actually building a Hexagear Governor on the live stream and hopefully finishing that up on Saturday during the live stream. So if you're curious, you can always stop by and check that out. We'll be giving away something good, maybe something Hexagear, who knows. So that's it for Week in Review. Let's move on to team picks. Those are the guys in the warehouse, show off something they finished building recently. Let's go take a look.
Alrighty, so this week I've brought in the Megacat project, the Nyandum from Mega House. They are sets of Earth Federation Space Forces and Xeon characters in mobile suits done as adorable little cats. I think my favorite in the Xeon set's probably the Rombaral, and the RX-78 is my favorite out of the EFSF side. So.
Everybody, Alex here from Mecha Warehouse. Today I brought in the new Magikarp that we just got in. This thing is beautiful. It is like this big. It actually looks like a real Magikarp that's just sitting on your shelf staring at you with those big ass eyes. Really easy to put together. Not a lot of pieces. Didn't take that long. And it just looks great. It's a lot bigger than you think it is too. So just keep that in mind if you do buy one.
That's it for team picks. Let's move on to Q&A. So this is where I answer questions from you, the viewers. If you have a question you want answered, post it down in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer it next time. First up, Plastic Germs. Question, what is one Mecha Warehouse mistake would you correct or prevent if you could go back to the past, say 5 minutes before it happens? This is a good question. I feel like there's lots of things that, I'd go back and change. You know, if you think about it like a video game or something, you play through a level, you realize how you would do it better, you want to go back and do it again. It's kind of the same thing. There's lots of instances like that, some bigger, some smaller. I think the biggest ones, I don't know if I could have actually, like, I guess there's things that I know the result of afterwards and I would go back and change because I know what the end result would be, versus I could go back and could have made a better decision given the information I had in the moment and somehow didn't make that correct decision. There's not as many of those as there are the, oh, this didn't play out the way I figured it would, let's go back. A good example would be some of the orders we've placed in the last, year or so. There are definitely orders where we didn't order enough of something, and we didn't really have any way to know until they sold super fast and realized that we had way too little of them. There are things we've ordered that we had too much of, and had I known how they would sell, I probably would have bought less of them and not had the extra inventory on the shelf. So those are kind of the biggest kind of mistakes, I guess. Trying to think in terms of others, those would probably be the most obvious ones. Okay, fun question. What would you tell or give little Nick if given the chance? So I guess if I had the chance to go back in time and perhaps give, kid me some advice, it would probably focus around the idea of not being afraid to go do the things or try the things that you want to do, but also to really listen to advice when you've gotten it. I'm sure I've gotten good advice and bad advice over the years, and there have been a lot of cases where in retrospect the advice I got was good and then I ignored it because I didn't know better at the time and I thought I knew better. And there's probably a lot of those instances that I would probably do better to have followed that advice. So I think that's what I would probably tell myself. And I think that is it for questions this week. So once again, if you have a question, do me a favor, post it down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer it next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time.